All right, here is the select practice problem video for this lesson, many of your favorites. Here, we're going through 5 problems today. We're going through 1, 2, and 3, and then on the next slide, we'll go through 10 and 15, and we'll do these all in this one video just to keep it tight and concise. All right, so the first thing they're just basically asking us to do on this is just to graph these, right? They're not saying, coterminal or anything, just graph these. All right, so I was going to start, and you can even do this if you're lazy. Just start with, you know, your initial side. We always know it's there, right? That way it's there. I usually make it just a little shorter than the ray that denotes the x-axis going in the positive direction. So put that there. 140 degrees. So this thing is going this way. My benchmarks are 90, 180, 270, 360. You go another 90. You got 450, and then you have 540, and then you have 630, and then you have 720. And those are kind of like your 90-degree increments, right? Going in either direction doesn't matter. So 140 degrees is going to fall between 90 and 80. It's only 40 degrees from 180, so it's just slightly more than halfway between those two, because remember your halfway mark is 45 degrees. So I'll put this here, and that actually looks almost exactly like 45 degrees, but that kind of accuracy is not super important here. Just get it sort of close. All right. And then you got to draw your angle of rotation, right, to show which way you're going, and how much, right, and how many rotations. So this would be your 140 degrees. I would label it, and that's what we're looking for. This one, we are going to go this way. This is a clockwise rotation, right? And it's not going quite one quadrant. All right, and so 60 is what you get when you go 2/3 of the way from one axis to the next. So I'll go right there. That's a little too much, but that's okay. And then we'll take this and we'll go like that. You arrow, you only put an arrow where you're showing where you're going to your terminal side. And here's my terminal side. So I would then go negative 60 degrees. I think you can put that inside here, or you can put it on the outside. To me, it makes more sense if you put it here. Reads better, more clean. And then 390 degrees, well, this is showing that you're going more than actually a full rotation, because you would go 90, 80, 270, 360. We still got 30 degrees left. So you're going to go another 30 degrees this way. So splitting this into 3, right? And so there's your 30-degree measure here. And then the thing that's going to demonstrate that this is going more than just 30 degrees and actually doing a full rotation first is your um, your your angle mark, right? And then it shows it going the full thing, 390 degrees. And that's how you do these. Your angle of rotation mark showed more than a full rotation. Okay, let's look at these last two. It says find an angle with positive measure and an angle with a negative measure that are coterminal with each angle. Now, when I do problems like this, I tend to like to draw just kind of what I have. And I just do that because for me, it helps keep me organized. So my angle here, my 50-degree angle, is going to look something like this, right? It's going this way, 50 degrees, and that looks good. And so we want to find coterminal angles that we want to find one positive one and one negative one. So my positive one, because this one's positive, is going to basically be what do I get if I go around like another full rotation from here and wind up with this seemingly same terminal ray, right? So all you got to do that is just go 50 plus 360. 360 is kind of like your one full rotation, and then you get 410 degrees. So we would have 410 degrees would be one of them. And like I said, you don't have to draw these. I'm just drawing it so you can kind of see what I'm up to. 410 degrees, and then I'm going to do my negative one in red. All right. So my negative one. What we would do to do that is we would find what's the difference if I take this. So it's starting here, right? And then I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna go until I get to the other side of that, right? So you go the opposite direction and then go until you get to the other side. So to figure that out, you would just go 360 minus what the angle is already, so what's left, and you get 310 degrees. And so, and then make it negative to show that it's going in the other direction. So this would be negative 310 degrees. And we have two coterminal angles that satisfy what they're asking for here. Switch to black, and let's do one more of these things. All right, so we got negative 195 degrees. So this time we're starting going in that direction. I'm going to show my initial side here. Well, this would be negative 180, and so another negative 15 degrees is going to put me, approximately here. So we're going to go like this, and then there's my negative 195 degrees. Okay, to find you can do either one. If we do the positive one first, the positive one is going to be what's the remainder of what you have to do to get to 360, right? Well, you're going less than a full rotate or less than a half rotation. So the easy way is just 360 minus 195, right? So 10 minus 5 is 5. We had to borrow from there. So 15 minus 9 is 6. And then that turns into 2, and you get 165 degrees. So that would give me, sorry, I'm going to use a different color because that's confusing. That would give me this, which would give me positive 165 degrees. So I'll go 165 degrees. Make sure you leave it positive, okay? And then for the one that's my other negative one, it's just basically do another rotation of 360. So you got 195 plus 360. You get 5, another 5, 1, and you get 555 degrees. So that's what you get when you do, this is going to be huge, right? Come around, and then it goes there. That is really ugly. 555 degrees. Okay, so that's your other, and then we make a negative to show the direction, right? So hope these help. Math on these is not difficult as long as you remember. So always start with the fact that a circle is 360, and if you do that and do some simple division, you should be able to find like your half rotation and quarter or quadrant rotations fairly simple. So have some fun with these, and good luck.